Welcome to Texas Brew Drives. I'll be your host today, Kristen, and today I am at Rugged Man Brewing Company. I'm really excited about this place because I've been wanting to come. It's on the very edge of New Braunfels, North New Braunfels, really close to San Marcos. Just a hidden little gem. It's a tiny little brewery. They have a small inside space. It is air conditioned inside, which is great for this hot Texas weather. So, we're very back and forth. Right now it was just starting to rain, but it's still 90 degrees out. They have a really pretty outside area. You can see it behind me. Place some cornhole back there. But a nice little seating area if you choose to sit outside on the beautiful day. So today what I got was, I got myself a flight here. As you can see, tried to do it from lowest ABV to the highest. So what I'm going to go ahead and start with is I'll start with their special Oktoberfest. It's a 5.7 ABV, and I'm pretty excited. I love October and I love Oktoberfest beers. It's still searching for that pumpkin beer though. So for when you first smell it, it smells like, I can smell the hops in it. It's got a very strong malty smell. Okay, so it has a really strong initial flavor. So you taste a lot of the hops right up front, and then it sort of smooths out and it's a nice crisp finish. So this is good even on hot October Texas nights here, because it's a smooth drinking one for sure. And you can definitely smell the hops in that one. So then moving on, I got the red amber. So when you look at it, it is a red amber ale. It's darker in color than most of your typical ambers, but it smells really strong up front and almost, so you can smell the malts and almost like woody. Okay, so that one has more of a crisp start to it. So a nice smooth light beer. Again, it is a 6.5 on the ABV, so it's not super light, but it's not going to be really, really heavy where you can drink a few of these, but it's got a stronger finish than the last one. So you can definitely taste the malt, almost like raisins as well in this, which is interesting, but it's got a nice creamy finish to it. So now we will go ahead and move on to the blonde. So I tend to be a bigger fan of the light beers and the blonde beers, especially since this one is a 7.2 on the ABVs. Let's go ahead and try the blonde. And I will tell you, I saw on their website that they will have a release of the blonde with apricot, so that could be really exciting. Refreshing blonde with a fruity finish. Okay, so this one has a much stronger smell than the other two. You can definitely smell the hops in it. Obviously, it is a stronger beer, so it's going to be more hoppy, which I expected to have that stronger smell. Now this definitely, it's funny because it is higher on the ABV, so you would expect this to be somebody who's used to drinking craft beer would like this more. But I really think that this is a great start. If you've never ventured into the craft beer scene, that this would be a great start for you because it's a very light beer. I taste, so I definitely taste the hops to it, which might scare some people off, but it's not overpowering. It's really just a nice, light, refreshing beer. I could imagine sipping on this in the middle of summer out here in Texas, and just at 7.2, you only gotta drink a couple of them to be feeling good and being on the river or play some cornhole out here. So that's probably one of my favorites so far. And again, I think that it would be good for beginners. So I saved the stout for last. I wanted to try to start from this lowest ABV to then going to the dark beer. That's what I tend to do, is drink the lights and then go to the more heavy. Now they have it listed here as a 6.5 ABV, but online it is a 9 ABV. So I believe she wrote it down on the chalkboard incorrectly. I'm really excited about this one because it's called the Machine Gun Stout. And I will tell you a little bit about this brewery and why it has some of these fun names. Rugged Man Brewery was actually started by two former Marines that got together. They love good beer and love good people. So they opened up this brewery. So the main brewer is a former Marine, and he is doing all the brewing by himself. So of course he had to name one of these the Machine Gun. So go ahead and... Okay, so immediately I smell the malt. I smell almost like a coffee and cream flavor. It smells like a great beer, so I'm excited to try it. Okay, very, very hoppy in the front, and it smooths out, and you can taste the vanilla at the very end. So it starts out strong, almost like a coffee flavor. I know a lot of stouts tend to be compared to coffee. So it's got a nice strong upfront hoppy coffee flavor, and then it smooths out into a nice vanilla finish. So I would definitely recommend to come on out, try this cute little place that's right off of I-35, right before you get to San Marcos Outlets if you're coming from San Antonio or South New Braunfels. Or if you're coming the opposite direction, it'll be right after the outlet. So gentlemen, if your women want to go shopping, drop them off and swing on by, and then both of you are happy a couple hours later. Until next time, Texas.